Over a year ago, I got into photography because I wanted to take cute photos of my girlfriend. But weeks after, we broke up. Maybe she just didn't see me in the bigger picture. Anyway, here's my 1 year journey of trying to learn photography. Let's start with the gear. We could get away with using a normal phone camera since the quality of these phone cameras are already pretty good. But I want to feel cool. I want to look professional. So really the first 2 weeks was just research on what cameras are good. I wanted to hit 2 balls with 1 bird and searched for a camera that was good at both taking images and videos. Eventually, I landed on the Sony ZV-E10. Now that we've got the gear, it's time to drop this hobby because the excitement has died down. I'm kidding. We need to learn the basics. So there's 3 key settings that we need to learn. First one is ISO. This controls the camera's sensitivity to light, and the lower the value, the cleaner. Once you get higher, the images start to become more grainy or noisy. And shutter speed. This is how long the sensor is exposed to light. A longer exposure lets in more light, but it can also cause motion blur. And then the last one is aperture. This controls how much light enters through the lens. It's measured in this value called the f-stop. The lower the value, the more light comes in, and the blurrier the background becomes. So here comes my first mistake. When I bought the camera, it came with a kit lens, and since I was doing photography, the kit lens was ass cheeks. Like, the quality of the image was way worse than if I just used my phone camera. It was that bad. For videos, maybe it could work, but for photography, it didn't have that level of detail that I wanted. To fix this, we bought new lens. This is a Sony f1.8 50mm. Are those the right words? And it's really for portrait photography. And when I started photography, I think that's what I wanted to do, was take pictures of people. And not in a weird way. I'm not a creep. And with that, I think we're ready to go on our first adventure. First stop, Seattle, Washington. I drove almost an hour to take this picture. Unfortunately, I have no one to photograph, so we settled for this. It's too dark. But that's okay because there's this thing called post-processing. So in a nutshell, it's just using software to adjust settings to make the images look better. I'm using Raw Therapy because it's free. Since the image is underexposed, we can tweak the shadows to get more detail. Maybe add a little bit of contrast and saturation to make it pop. Yep, I like that. Then let's check if these make it look better. And there we go. I don't know if it's a good photo, but it's a photo. Post-processing isn't really required, so if you like how your photo looks, then it's good. I save photos in RAW format because I like the idea of post-processing, but if you don't plan on doing that, then JPEG should suffice. The main difference is that RAW files store more information, giving you more flexibility when tweaking settings without degrading the image quality. After this, I just went out and took more photos. I also picked up lens for landscape photography, as it seemed like that was a direction I was going to with all of these hikes. I made it a goal to have at least 1 photo per month that I like. And then something unexpected happened. I got asked to photograph a proposal, and I kind of failed because the location sucked, and I didn't really get a chance to take photos of the actual proposal. And don't worry, don't be mad. I wasn't paid, so it's fine. But I did get a chance to take pictures of the post-proposal, and I got to practice some composition. Ooh. There's a lot of composition techniques like rule of thirds, where you use a grid as a guide, and you generally want to put your subject in these intersections. Or symmetry, where one side of an image mirrors or echoes the other. One way you can achieve this is by using the reflection of still water. But here I was trying to go for leading lines. Essentially, you just want to use lines to lead to the subject, which is why it's called leading lines. And I probably didn't need to explain that. It's on the overexposed side, but out of all the photos I took, I like this one the most. And the adventure continues. For month 8 is my favorite photo of the entire year. It was taken at Picture Lake, about 2 hours north of Seattle. This was by far the best trip because you didn't have to hike to see some stunning views. Just a short 5 to 10 minute scenic drive from the lake and you'll reach Artist Point, which offers a breathtaking panoramic vista of the surrounding mountains. These photos don't do justice to how beautiful it was. The more photos I take, the more that I realize that it would be nice to have a mentor. Up to this point, I still don't know if I'm taking good pictures or not. And then fall came and I relapsed. I started missing my ex and it just spiraled down and I ended up taking a break from photography. A couple of months passed and although I wasn't back to 100% yet, I was determined to complete the 1 year. So I got off my ass, went back outside, and traveled a little bit. And for the last one, I got pictures of me. I think it's a great way to end this journey and possibly start a new one.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the...
I'm kidding. That's a video for another year. I think photography is a really cool hobby to get into. It can also be a viable career path if you choose to. So why do I hate this? Well, the main reason is actually really simple. I don't like going out. I just like staying at home. Photography literally took me out of my comfort zone. I hated going out, but it was necessary. I don't think I would have had as much progress if I took the same photos in the same room for an entire year. So this is just my take, but photography as a hobby doesn't need to be amazing. It could be as simple as just grabbing your phone and capturing some stupid moment in your life. It doesn't have to be overly complex with leading lines or using the golden ratio or setting up grids for rule of thirds. Photography is art, and I think art is subjective. Sometimes the best photos are the ones that take you back to a moment in time when you felt something. At the end of the day, all that matters is how the photo makes you feel and the friends we made along the way. So yeah, if you're interested in photography, I do recommend trying it out. I still had a lot of fun and I don't regret it at all, even though I might hate it now. But yeah, try it out. I'm sure you'll take better photos than me.